She's Australia's very own Cinderella. One day, Jennifer Hawkins was just another pretty face on an Aussie beach. The next, she was declared the most beautiful woman in the universe. And her life changed forever. She was whisked from Newcastle, installed in New York, and introduced to a fairytale world of private jets, powerful people, and glamorous parties. She even managed to snag the prince and the castle along the way. But no matter how high our Jen soars, I'm delighted to report that she's managed to keep both slippers planted firmly on the ground. Jennifer Hawkins has learned how to make an entrance. These days, she's right at home among the fashion glitterati. Unlike me. So, to immerse myself in her world, there I was, front and centre at Myers' season launch in Melbourne. Where even in a room of stars, it's clear Jennifer shines the brightest.
I like to perform. Catwalk is a performance. It's one of the best things.
There is talk that you have a sort of a prance.
That's what my dad says. The pony walk. He always goes, do the pony walk. I'm like, no. Ooh. That's probably the easiest thing I get to do is just like, boom, you just walk. It's fun.
You're telling me it's not rocket science?
Not really, no.
It may not be rocket science, but Jennifer has pony walked her way from teenage cheerleader to one of the most marketable models in the country.
I just love what I'm doing. Like it's, pinch me. It's great.
It's been an extraordinary 7-year journey and also an enduring love story because waiting in the wings all that time was the man in Jennifer's life, Jake Wall. Every bloke in Australia reckons that you're a lucky man.
Oh, I haven't heard that before. No, I am a lucky man. Very lucky.
I was saying to Jen, everybody loves the romance of the fact that you're both still together despite her life.
We've had a pretty crazy ride to get to where we are now. You know, it's been up and down, but where we are now is pretty special.
He calms me down because I can be quite hyperactive, and then
she hypes me up.
Yeah, so it's nice.
Counteract.
Australia.
20-year-old Jennifer had only been dating Jake for 2 months when she set off for Ecuador in South America for a tilt at the 2004 Miss Universe title.
And I choose the sex of female because females have a lot of say in today's society.
She was considered a rank outsider when she lined up beside the most beautiful women in the world. Then came the moment that would change her life.
And the winner, Universe 2004 Australia.
When they put that crown on my head and I'm just smiling, going, my lips quivering, there's people yelling at me, I had no one there. I had no family members. I didn't know what to do. So I cried. I was just crying. But then after that, I just went, that's amazing. Like, what just happened? Crazy.
I think that Jennifer is the most beautiful Miss Universe that I've seen in many, many years.
Now that's a big rap coming from a man who's seen more than his fair share of beauty.
You're fired.
Donald Trump, billionaire property developer, highly coiffed self-promoter, and the mogul behind the Miss Universe industry.
You are very, very special. You really are. You're an amazing woman. She was not only beautiful outside, but she was also equally beautiful inside. So I don't say that about many. Believe me, we've had our problems with some of them, and she was really great.
And I've talked to Donald Trump about you. He is a great admirer.
He's lovely, and I met his family. I went to stay on the island that he has, and he's got a golf course on there. And
Of course, as you do, yeah.
well, yeah, getting on his jet and everything, and that was the eye-opener. I'm just going, wow. And his wife's getting on the plane, on the jet, with her 20 Louis Vuitton suitcases, and I was like, one day I just want one. And now I do, I got the dream, I'm just like, one, come on.
That Louis Vuitton lifestyle was suddenly her new reality
Messages about safe sex.
as she crisscrossed the globe as Miss Universe.
Now do this.
But to understand the impact of instant fame on a young Jennifer, we've come for a stroll down the main street of her hometown. It's quiet. Where are all the people?
It's nice and quiet. That's why I like to come back here. I come back and sleep in my bed and it's like crickets and things. I'm like, it's home. I love it.
Here in the small, aptly named town of Holmesville, just outside Newcastle, supermodel Jennifer Hawkins is just plain Jen.
Well, it ain't real bad, is it, to get your name on your town hall?
Pretty cool.
Did you ever go to anything here?
But yeah, I think we had a school dance here once and the little lolly shop down on the corner. I used to go and get lollies with my brother all the time, so I love this place. Seriously, I love it.
Your name's on the pub too.
I know. My dad told me that once. I was like, what?
That's right. She was pretty, but no prettier than a lot of other girls in Holmesville. We breed some nice ones in Holmesville, I tell you.
Parents, Gail and Robert Hawkins, are a solid working-class couple.
So we used to go camping all the time.
They certainly never imagined what lay ahead for the youngest of their 4 children.
It's an extraordinary thing, isn't it, for people who've lived a stable and sensible life to have a child who suddenly becomes Miss Universe.
It was actually a big shock and totally unprepared.
We're still getting over the shock now, 7 years later.
I can see that. I mean, you've really had to change the way you regard the world.
Oh, yeah. When she first won, I was scared to go out sometimes because everybody would want, some people even wanted my autograph. I thought, gee whiz, mate, I'm my mum and father.
It was an idyllic and old-fashioned childhood.
When I was a kid, everyone had one of these in the back garden.
Yeah, it was diminished now. There's not that many got them now.
Dad Robert's passion is pigeon racing, and young Jen's job was to count the birds as they came home to roost.
Well, Jen's come back too, hasn't she?
Yeah, she's come back. Yeah,
you let her go into the big
she's come
world,
back,
and she keeps coming back.
I should trap her in.
Are we going to release the pigeon?
Go, release it.
But Dad was none too sure when Jen told him she was quitting her secure job as a receptionist at a local legal firm to join the fickle world of modelling.
Were you a bit doubtful
Sure
about
was.
this?
I was so proud of her. I used to, afternoon shift, I'd go in there and have lunch with her up on the beach. And she'd walk down with a uniform on, Bray Craig, I thought, gee, was there a good firm?
It was just a job, and then no disrespect to it though. It was a nice job and I paid my bills. But when I look back at my paycheck, I was like, wow, I thought that was the biggest paycheck ever. And then I go, oh, maybe not.
So many things have changed for Jen in 7 years, but the one constant through it all has been Jake, a local builder from nearby Toukley. Last December, their romance was in full bloom when Jake proposed on a holiday in New Zealand.
The scariest thing was getting the rock to Queenstown. Like, I had it in this travel bag the whole time.
Yeah.
And Jen was saying, what are you carrying this travel bag for, Because it
Ripping
had
him
nothing
off.
in it. And she's
It was a
going,
Gucci bag. I'm going,
what are you
oh,
doing
what are you?
carrying this
Gucci,
bag?
Gucci. Ooh, I'm Gucci.
and I was guarding it like a hawk, going, didn't want to give it to anyone because it had the stone in there.
Now, she's wearing the outcome on her finger. Can we have a look at the
Yes.
ring? We're not going to ask how much it cost.
No, it's not.
Did it break the bank, though?
Yeah. No, well, she's worth it, so, What sort of ring do you get Miss Universe?
While Jen's career soared,
I got kissed by Jennifer Hawkins! And how was that? Cool!
Jake flirted with fame himself, modelling in Milan and winning a title of his own on the television show Dancing on Ice.
Jake and Maria!
But in the end, he turned back to building and his role as supportive partner when Jen felt the pressure of being public property.
Everybody knows the event. I think in your world they call it a wardrobe malfunction.
It was this stupid moment, and I remember going back into the change room and just crying. I was just crying, like, oh my God. And on the phone to my mum, just like, I just want to die. And then, I just had to suck it up, seriously, and just go, right, it's happened.
And did you get some advice on that from your good friend Donald Trump?
Oh, no. No, his advice was just like, it was great.
But the guidance Jen seriously took from Donald Trump was business advice.
It's exciting and to be moving forward with Maya in this
She's
way.
turned that initial overnight success into a growing empire, centred around a record-breaking contract as the face of department store Maya. You haven't reportedly a $5 million deal with Maya?
I won't go into the numbers, but yeah, it's an amazing deal. I love working for them. I love working for all the companies that I work for.
The scenery is perfect. I'm literally in paradise.
She's built a career as a TV travel reporter and launched her Cosy swimwear range.
That's beautiful. Give me that angle again.
Now she's stepping out into the lucrative world of women's shoes with her own label, JLH. So is this the beginning of an empire?
I hope so. I don't know. I've started a little business and hopefully it'll expand and grow and evolve. That's my dream.
Good. There.
Does she have a good business head, do you think?
I think she really has a good business understanding, and I'm very proud of her because I heard she made some very good investments, especially in Australia.
She's made some smart property investment and she's just got engaged to Jake the Builder. A good move because it's hard to get good builders.
Well, that's a good way of doing it. If you can't get a good builder, marry one.
It just might be the perfect partnership. Along with a wedding, Jen and Jake are planning a business in property development. And it seems Jen has some other plans as well.
You want a big family?
Well, yeah, I had brothers and sisters and I had the best, upbringing. So yeah, for sure.
You've told Jake that?
I'm telling him now.
He heard it first on 60 Minutes.
Yeah, we're not even married yet, so I'll just woohoo.
Jake, I'll let you in on a little secret. She tells me that she'd like quite a few children.
Don't say it, how embarrassing.
Well, I didn't know that, no, but okay.
I thought I should just let you know.
Yeah.
Well, children would be good, but yeah, the numbers will have to
It'll
work
wait
on.
for a while though. Don't worry.
And the timing.
Yeah, the timing.
The thing I find most engaging about Jennifer Hawkins is
Call
how...
me Jen.
how
Been a
she
couple of
likes
days.
how she likes to come home. She knows where she comes from. Do you find that charming?
Yeah, she's still the same girl she was the night I met her in Newcastle, just down the road from here, actually.
A little bit's changed.
Yeah, I mean, she's changed. She's grown as a woman, but what you see is what you get with Jen, and that's why she's so special, and people, warm to that.
And it is easy to warm to Jennifer Hawkins because as soon as she steps off that catwalk, she's just plain Jen again.
Hello there.
I've just been loitering.
Well, hardly plain. Try surprisingly real in a world that's all about facade.
And now I need to calm down and we should have a drink.
That sounds a good way of ending this little segue.
Let's have a drink.
And it is good advice never to forget where you come from.
Never. No. I've always wanted to have that base in Australia because that's where I wanted to end up. And it's nice. I feel safe. I feel like I've done something good. So if everything went away now, I'd be happy. I'd be very happy.
Coming up, what was your very first memory?
My birth.
Unforgettable.
I had intense curiosity.
The extraordinary people
It's almost like I was just there seconds ago.
who remember every moment
Can replay, rewind, fast forward.
of every day.
Is correct.
Why their gift could change the world.
We find some cures for dementia. That's my hope.
That's next on 60 Minutes.